Hi, welcome to my 10,000 subscriber Q&A. Or what was supposed to be my 10,000 subscriber Q&A. We're actually at around 16,000 subscribers now somehow. Before I start this, I just want to thank everyone who's here enjoying my content all so much, as I genuinely never expected to be growing this fast. Things have slowed down a bit in terms of my upload schedule, as I was busy all of May finishing up school finals, but I've graduated now, and I hope we can keep this pace going. Now before I get into individual questions, I have a few questions that were asked a lot that I'll get to right here at the beginning. The first one isn't a question, but it's just people telling me to upload more, so I thought I'd clarify what's going on with my upload schedule right now. While there is a year-long gap between my first video and my second video, I can assure you all that won't happen again. My current plan is to be uploading at least one video per month. The only reason why that didn't happen in May is because I had to focus on school so hard that I had next to no free time. I know once a month isn't very often, so I'll try to keep my videos above 20 minutes in length so they're fun to rewatch. The other question that was asked a lot was what are my favorite games both on and not on Roblox? On Roblox, I've been enjoying a lot of Something Evil Will Happen recently, and returning to Block Tales for Chapter 4 was also really fun. However, my all-time favorite game on Roblox has to go to Regret Evader, as even though I play it less nowadays, it's easily given me the most fun memories and experiences. Outside of Roblox, my favorite game is definitely Terraria, and it's simply because I can literally get whatever I'm looking for out of Terraria whenever I need it, whether it be a hard challenge, cool builds, or just fun casual gameplay. Other games I've been playing in my free time recently have been FNAF World, Geometry Dash, and Schedule 1. Alright, now on to the individual questions. The first question is from your local bestie, asking to know what my pronouns are. These are the pronouns that I identify with. If the ones on the top look scary or difficult to you, just think of them as it pronouns, but with a K in front. We, yes we, support neo-pronouns on this channel. The next question is from Caleb, and they've asked what made me want to start this channel. Why I started this channel and my main intention going forward with it is to create a safe space for queer and neurodivergent people on the internet. This doesn't mean you have to be a part of those communities to watch these videos or engage in my community, but if you can't show the same amount of decency to them that you'd show to your own friends, you are not welcome here. The internet is not a safe place at all, but I want to try to make the corner of it that I'm building here the best place to be at. The side of the internet that I grew up on sucked, and I want to make sure that no one has to go through what I had to go through over there. I want my side over here to have no hatred, no harm, and a whole lot of mutual kindness and love. This channel and community will always be a place where as long as you do no harm to others, you can be yourself. The next question is from Patrick, who asked what my character was inspired off of. Not really anything, to be honest. I mean, when I wanted to make myself a Sona, I just went to Catalog Avatar Creator to try to come up with something that could represent me. I mean, the inspiration is literally just my own personal experiences. I do have some lore stuff that I might reveal in the future in some way, but for now all you need to know is that I'm like a noob. A bunny noob. Kinda like party noob, but when you shorten the name it becomes boo. The next question comes from Maxwell the Cat, asking what editing software I use. I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I've been using it since 2022, but I've been editing YouTube videos since 2015. Back then I used low quality free editing softwares and they sucked. If you can't get your hands on Premiere Pro, use either DaVinci Resolve or Sony Vegas. Premiere Pro and other high quality softwares like these may look intimidating, and it may make you want to just switch to an easier software like CapCut or iMovie. But I promise you will be so much better off if you just take some time to learn through tutorials. I'm an entirely self-taught editor, and while being self-taught does give me more insight, I'd still recommend just using tutorials. Using bad software and making a switch to Premiere Pro with little outside help had me doing things that can only be described as the editing equivalent of this one yandere dev tweet. And I can't lie, there are still things I probably do like this. The next question is from Z Games, asking if I ever do really difficult challenges just for fun. To be honest, I do all my challenges for fun, as I enjoy the thrill of doing impressive things. The reason I turn them into videos is because I love showing off my achievements and my time with them, and because it makes it so people who can't do these challenges can experience it for themselves. Probably the most difficult things I've done with no intent of making YouTube videos on were beating Terraria's For the Worthy seed on Master Mode, and completing the extra long Insane Demon Butiti 2 in Geometry Dash. Yeah. The next question is from Nuggetstar, who asked who my favorite Regret Evader NPC is. My favorite NPC has always been Party Noob, but lately I've really been taking a liking to Null. Null has really intricate lore and I absolutely love its personality. But then again, Boob is just so whimsical. I mean, look at that. I like both of them equally. The next question is from Low Quality Everything, who asked how I have the dedication to do these really long challenges. For me, it's the thought of succeeding. During the 500 streak challenge, I was constantly reminding myself of each milestone I had hit. At 100 floors, I was a fifth of the way there. At 200, I was nearly halfway. At 300, I was past halfway. And at 400, there was only 100 left. I kept telling myself in my head that eventually I would be at the end, and that I just needed to hang in there. I don't think there's too much to say other than I'm just a very resilient person. It's been my best strength for ages now. The next questions come from Blue Seas and Dawn Spade, asking for help on certain floors. First off, on the Folly boss fight, I always position myself on the edge of the map in between two mirrors and look back. This makes it so you can see every mirror on the arena when the mirrors are moving around. Each attack is pretty easy as long as you know where to move. Simply run around the edge of the arena for the shadow people, and make sure you don't walk into any pillars or lasers. Also, don't use red juice on this floor. The speed isn't needed, and trying to control it may make you accidentally run into the wrong places. For Gregorias, just take it slow. Don't do what I did at my failed 500 streak attempt. The balls are a lot slower than you think they are, even when moving at a normal speed. A lot of practice on this floor is really the best way to get good at it. There's 4 random routes that can spawn, and not knowing where to go can be the end of you. Especially on that jungle gym generation. The concrete float is really easy. You can't die if you drink wet cement, as it turns you into concrete. However, if you're doing a challenge where you can't just do that, there's a few tricks to save time on long parts like the moving platforms or the wood slope. If you get a jump pad, you can use it to skip like this, and this. The next question is from Potato Boss, asking me what my favorite genre of music and song is. I'm going to answer more than just that, because I absolutely love music. My favorite genres are probably indie and alternative rock, but I also enjoy a lot of different genres of music outside of that. My top 3 favorite songs of all time are Bird Brain by Ditz, All You Can Hope For Now Are the Scars to Show For It by Stomach Book, and Meowder Space by Azazel and Tripole. You know what, just take my whole top 10 actually. There's still more songs I want to share. Take my whole top 20. These are all so good. They're so good. I love music. I got so distracted while editing this part, like actually. I've spent a good 2/3 of just putting this question together, listening to music instead of editing the Q&A video. The next question is from Hank, asking how I met Wolfie, Hyper, and Rad. I met Wolfie a long while back, sometime in 2021 through another friend. I can't really remember how though. I met Hyper back in February of 2024 while I was looking through posts of my friend Jim. Jim was posting screenshots of how Hyper's private layout was a picture of Mr. and the display name was Mr. Freaky. I decided to make Mr. Freaky real, and we mutualed each other after that. The rest is history. I met Rad through Hyper. One of our first interactions was the 3 of us watching the Captain Underpants movie together, and eventually it became a joke that Rad has a glaring resemblance in personality to Melvin Sneedly. If you ever see Rad, make sure to call it Melvin Sneedly. The next question comes from Lucky J, asking if I'll make videos on games outside of Regretivator. I do have plans to make videos on other games, and some of them are even games outside of Roblox. However, I do want to make mainly Regretivator videos as I have a lot of super cool ideas with the game, and I also think that the community here is probably one of, if not the kindest Roblox community. I'm also involved in a few other projects outside of gaming, namely a web series that I'm creating that'll start up in the next month or 2. If you're a fan of Roblox ARGs like Rokus313 and I As a Faceless, make sure to look out for that. I'll play some pre-pilot footage right now, and when the series starts I'll post the channel you can find it on under the community tab here and on my Twitter. The next question is from Scythe, asking if I will ever make a video with you all. Yes, I do have plans to do videos involving my fans. Within the next month I want to do a stream where everyone joins my game in Regretivator and tries to kill me, just to see how long of a streak I can get with that. Also, I'm going to be streaming more in general this month. It'll just be casual Regretivator with viewers in a private server, as I need to grind as much money as possible for my next upcoming video. The next question is from Arlo, asking who my inspirations for this channel are. I'm making this channel and going forward with it for myself, but I've took inspiration from a few creators with what I do. Probably my biggest inspiration for my challenge videos I'm making right now is the Bones 5. However, I do want to do some stuff like video essays, sort of similar to that of Senprista and Toasted Cherries. However, my initial inspiration to make content and what inspired the style of my 1000 Floors video was a style that was prominent from around 2018 to 2021 called EXE editing. It was a more modernized version of MLG editing, basically being the same thing but just with more relevant memes. Now this next question is one that was also asked by many people, but I've intentionally saved it for here further into the video. The question being, will I make a Forsaken video? And the answer I give to you is maybe. The controversies surrounding the game have cleared up as of writing this part in the script, but the main thing stopping me from making a video on the game right now is the community. Forsaken's community is just too big for its own good, which allows lots of space for homophobes to run free in it. While I think it's awesome what the game devs are doing right now, adding pride skins to thin the weeds out and stop intentional misgendering or degendering of characters, there is still a good majority of the community acting terrible, and I'm very hesitant on pandering to them. If I do make a Forsaken video, it will likely be many months in the future. The next question is from Brad. How did Rad get in here? Will you make a Fortnite video, and do you agree that Rad is the best side character of the Lily channel? You know what, Rad? You want a Fortnite video? Here's your Fortnite video. Oh, Rad, come over here, come over here. Just press spacebar.
Okay, wait.
Okay, bye. The next question is, why can't I hide on the Gerbomination floor? I didn't know we were invincible while in the hiding spots. I made a video on my second channel about this already. Stop telling me you could hide in the barrels and boxes in my comments. I know. Next question, please username for playing. No, I can't add you, sorry. You can play with me if you join a stream, but I likely won't friend you. Next question. Play pressure, please. And this run is anything but enjoyable. It's all RNG. There is absolutely next to zero skill. I had already mastered everything I could have by my 100th run. And here I am, over 350 runs later. Whenever I do runs, all I feel the second I get far is an immense amount of anxiety, just nervousness, just this horrible feeling in my chest. All that happens when I get far, when I get past Pandemonium, when I get past search sites, when I get to that point in the run. All I want is to die so it can be over. I'll consider coming back to it in the future, but for now it's scrapped. This next one isn't even a question, but there were so many people telling me that 150 ping isn't bad. Just tell me you weren't watching the video without telling me you weren't watching the video, because did you not see the cube floor fling me through the wall? If you average 150 ping on your home servers, you have a bad connection. There is a reason the bar turns red when it goes above 80. And the fact that some people were telling me they get 20,000 makes me genuinely concerned where you're getting your device from. You know that 20,000 ping is 20 seconds of delay on inputs, right? The next question is, gay what? Gay Roblox. You gay Roblox. Roblox gay. Gay. How many bottle caps do you have at home? Like, what kind of question is even that, bro? And that's all. Thank you for watching the whole Q&A. If your question wasn't answered, or if you have a question I didn't already answer in this video, you can ask it in my straw page, which is linked on my Rentry, which is linked on my Twitter, which is linked in the description of this video. If you're watching this video within the first few hours of it coming out, I should be live on Twitch right now, grinding money with viewers in Regretivator for my next challenge video, which will be out in July, so come stop by. Also, Brad would want to remind you to like this video, to force me to make a second channel Fortnite video if this gets 1,000 likes. So, if you enjoyed, scroll down and leave a like real quick, I guess. I mean, you got time. This is the end of the script. I have nothing more to say. Bye. 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 Why do I have a nodie on me? Oh, my face. I have a message.